Page 105. Lesson D. Rising Stars. 2. Speaking and listening. Success is B and C. Listen to 4 people talk about success. 1. Isabel.
What do you think success is?
Well, for me, I really don't think it has anything to do with money or your job or anything like that. I mean, a lot of people think success is making millions and having an important job, but for me, it's nothing like that.
So, what is success for you?
Well, I think success in life is when you really feel good about what you do every day.
Do you feel you're successful?
Yeah, I do. I mean, we all have to do some things we don't like doing, don't we? Like chores and stuff. But I really try to make everything I do fun. It's really important to find something to enjoy about everything you do every day, isn't it? Finding that is success.
2. Claire.
So, how would you define success?
Well, that's an interesting question. I used to think that it was all about making a lot of money. Like if I'd made a lot of money, I would have been able to buy anything I wanted. And that would have made me happy.
Yeah?
Yeah. For years, I was in this big job, and I got a great salary. I was earning twice as much as all my friends, and I thought that was great. But then I realized I really wasn't happy in that job, and so I quit. At some point, the money just became less important to me. And now I think, for me, success is more about doing something that's really worthwhile.
So you changed direction, did you?
Well, actually, yep, I went back to school to become a teacher. And now I'm teaching 6th grade. I love it. I really feel I'm doing something useful, and I like that a lot.
3. Carlo.
So what is success for you? Success is...
Well, it's lots of things, actually. But I guess the most important thing for me is my music. So success for me would be to get recognition for my music. To become really well known and have a big following.
Right.
Yeah, then I'd know I was successful, wouldn't I? If lots of people knew my name and knew my music, bought my recordings, came to my concerts, it's not about making money, it's about being known as a musician.
So you're not there yet, are you?
No, I wish.
4. Vivian.
So what's your definition of success?
Well, I'm sure it's different for everyone, but I think it means being financially secure. Not having to worry about what you spend or about having enough to pay the bills.
Uh-huh.
But really, I think success means having more money than you need so you can enjoy some luxuries too. Like travel and designer clothes and things like that.
So have you achieved success?
Well, I have enough money to pay my bills, but not enough to afford the little luxuries. So, not yet.
Page 108. Unit 11. Trends. Lesson A. Trends in society. 1. Getting started. B. Listen. Which of the issues above are the people talking about? Number the issues 1 to 6.
What social changes have you noticed recently? 1. Jake, New York City.
A lot of people are obsessed with losing weight and eating healthy foods, so the fast food chains have been forced to change their menus. Now you can get salads and healthy stuff there as well as burgers and fries. And that's a good thing because obesity has become a big problem.
2. Letitia, Detroit.
Well, people are talking about losing their jobs. In many places, unemployment is going up, and a lot of people have been laid off. And that's partly because their jobs are being outsourced to workers in other countries.
3. Daniela, Monterey.
I think, like everywhere else, the main thing is the spread of technology. I mean, almost everyone I know has a cell phone now, and wireless internet access is being made available in more and more places.
4. Somchai, Bangkok.
We have a lot of problems with traffic congestion. Fortunately, a lot of new highways have been built, and there's a new monorail, but the problem hasn't been completely solved, so commuting can still be a real problem.
5. Oliver, Manchester, UK.
Well, young people are still being encouraged to go to college, which is good. It can be tough, though, because tuition fees have just been increased, and we're not being given enough financial support.
6. Ivan, Moscow.
Well, with the economic boom in recent years, one thing here is the shortage of skilled labor. There's a big demand for that now. So skilled workers are being recruited overseas, and then they're being brought in to fill the jobs.
Page 109. 2. Grammar. The passive. The passive of present continuous and present perfect. Use the active form of a verb to focus on the doer or cause of the action. Use the passive form to focus on the receiver of the action.
Companies are recruiting workers overseas. Workers are being recruited overseas.
They are making internet access available. Internet access is being made available.
Companies have laid off a lot of people. A lot of people have been laid off.
They haven't solved the traffic problem. The traffic problem hasn't been solved.
Page 109. 3. Speaking naturally. Reducing auxiliary verbs. A. Listen and repeat the sentences above. Notice the reduction of the auxiliary verbs.
The education system's being reformed.
The education system's been reformed.
A lot of new schools are being built.
A lot of new schools have been built.
Page 109. 3. Speaking naturally. Reducing auxiliary verbs. B. Listen and complete the sentences. Are they true in your country? Are they good ideas? Discuss your views with a partner. 1.
More women are being encouraged to train as science and engineering teachers.
2.
Bilingual programs are being offered to elementary school students.
3.
Students are being required to do community service.
4.
Education has been given more funding.
5.
Technology's been introduced into more classrooms.
6.
Courses are being made available for more people in the community.
Page 111. Lesson B. Environmental matters. 2. Grammar. Linking ideas. Contrast.
Although environmental problems are overwhelming, there is hope. Even though environmental problems are overwhelming, there is hope.
Some people water their lawns daily in spite of drought warnings. Some people water their lawns daily despite drought warnings.
Reason.
Climates are changing because of global warming. Climates are changing as a result of global warming. Climates are changing due to global warming.
Carbon dioxide levels are increasing because we are burning oil, coal, and gas.
Purpose.
Turn down the air conditioning to save electricity.
Recycle garbage so it doesn't end up in a landfill.
Alternative.
Use public transportation instead of driving your car.
Take showers instead of baths.
Page 112. Lesson C. As I was saying, 1. Conversation strategy. Referring back in the conversation. B. Listen. What other changes in the workplace do Adam, Celia, and Greg talk about?
As I was saying, companies are definitely more family-friendly these days. And like I said, there's more paternity leave, flexible hours, childcare centers, and so on.
Yeah, there are definitely more benefits and incentives for working parents. I think companies need to attract and keep good employees.
Right. And going back to what you were saying about benefits, a lot more people are being encouraged to telecommute instead of working at the office.
I think companies do it in order to save on costs. And with things like email and web conferencing and so forth, it's no problem.
I'm sure they get increased productivity too. Fewer interruptions, fewer meetings, etc.
You mentioned earlier, Celia, about saving on costs. There seems to be a trend, too, toward offering internships to young people.
Right. I mean, it's a great way to get experience and contacts and so forth.
Yeah, but basically it's just unpaid work.
Page 112. 1. Conversation strategy. Referring back in the conversation. D. Listen to more of the conversation. Write the expressions you hear. Then discuss the ideas with a partner. Do you agree with any of them?
I mean, like you said, Celia, companies want to save on costs.
But as I said, it's good experience, and internships can lead to full-time jobs.
True. And companies can see if someone is a good fit before they hire them. As you were saying earlier, Celia, they need good employees. It's like I was saying, people want good benefits.
Right, and going back to what you were saying, Greg, telecommuting is a kind of benefit.